Okay, task house plants, take 2. Take number 1 was way too long. It was like 25 minutes. It would take forever to download. So this is take 2. I'll go much faster. These are corner plants here. This is a Madagascar, which is an offspring of an older plant that's about 20 years old. I call Inez, named after my mother. This is one of her children, right? One of her offspring, put it that way. This is Silver Queen, which is maybe 10, 12, 13 years old. It used to be taller, but these grow, kind of like a stalk, as you'll see there. See, and they grow really tall. Okay, I'm going to get in there and see, but they grow tall, and that is ponytail palm. Excuse the gaudy clock. I have it there because it provides fluorescent light for the plants here in this corner. And this is a pothos. Used to be much longer, thicker. It fell 7-8 months ago. It's recovering now. It's doing quite well. It's on 2 crates, as you can see the crates there. But as the plant gets thicker, it'll cover those crates up, so it won't look so bad. I don't like crates, but they serve the purpose. This is a philodendron in water, and that is a yucca plant in the center. And I'll show you in a moment where I got the yucca plant from in the center. And if you can see the roots here, see the roots there in this vase. And the stand is a 10-gallon aquarium that I turned into a bookshelf, see? And this plant came from outside. I didn't think it would do so well inside, but it's doing quite well. The name escapes me. This is a bottle, a $2 bottle that I bought at the dollar store. That I like decorative bottles that I put plants in and root plants in. This is a philodendron. It's been around quite some time. It's very thick, and it's probably 7, 8, 9 years old, as you can see. And this is, of course, is a wine bottle, and this is a terrarium. And as you can see, it's been in this bottle for quite some time. There's new growth. See the new growth coming out there? That's doing well. These are just little projects that I started. This about 4 or 5 years ago. The base is, as you can see, a water cooler type of deal. I got it from Walmart for about $5 with a piece of Inez, one of her offspring, and of course a spider plant. This is another offspring of Inez right here. I got to pick up the pace because I have about 60 plants. This is a plant that I just bought at, where did I get this? I think I got it at Home Depot. And I put it in this glass vase, as you can see. And it's doing well. It seems to like this corner. And these plants will grow to be very, very tall. There's another offspring of Inez, and that one's doing well. There's another terrarium in the corner there. This plant here, I have the long spike stuck in there, and I have little twisty ties around it to keep it straight. It's been in this vase for, I don't know, 4 years maybe. Well, not that long, maybe a couple of years. Okay, and there's another offspring of Inez right there. And here in the corner is a Alocasia poly. And the Alocasia poly, you'll get a better view from the other side, but let me show you this first. Right there. I spray painted that shelf. I want to get some more shelves like that so I can put some plants on the wall. And this pothos. It's going to get really, really thick and long. It's going to be really pretty. As you can see, it's in a vase with blue marble-like rocks in the bottom of it. And see, the roots are really thick, which means that this plant is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, as it gets further, as it grows longer, I'll just prune it. And you know, the more you prune a plant, it gets thicker. That is my little birdhouse project, hanging from the wall, or hanging from the ceiling. It's doing really well. It's another version of a pothos that's really doing well. So I'm just going to go on the other side here. This is my desk here. I actually work from home. I'm going to move these pillows that I use for support. I use to prop my feet up. I'll just move those out of the way. There you go. And this is also in the philodendron family. Okay, why is my grainy? It's in the philodendron family. It's one of my favorites, though. It's really been around for a number of years. It's really getting thicker, and I prune it just before it gets to the floor, you know, and I'll keep doing that, and it'll get thicker and thicker. And this is a project here. It is a coleus in a seashell. That seashell is probably close to 100 years old. It's been in my family for as long as I can remember. We used to have it in an aquarium, and I just do different things with it. So, but yeah. And I just put water in the bowl there, and so it keeps the plant, I guess, hydrated, if you will. And so it does well. This is a lucky bamboo in water. This is a plant that's in the succulent family. I just bought this one. It's about 3 weeks old, and it already has new growth, so it likes the spot that it's in. And this is another one of Inez's offsprings. Can't really see it that well. It was outside. So there. Then I have another hanging plant in a birdhouse, $5. Spray painted that birdhouse. It was just a regular wood color, like the bottom of it. And a little decoration that I bought for about $2 from Amazon. See? It looks like real birds, huh? Okay, no it doesn't. It's another project, coleus and a little spider. You know, I just started this maybe a couple of weeks ago. I'm hoping that it'll pick up. It'll start looking better right now. It doesn't look too hot. That's another little thing here. This, I think it's a Dieffenbachia, that little project I have here. That used to be an aquarium. See, I put gravel in the bottom of it and soil, fertilizer, the little white specks. That's doing well. Back to the corner here. Let's see, another version of pothos. And let's see, that's another, that's the same one I showed you on the other side. Excuse me. And here's the Alocasia poly. It does well. It's really healthy. It's you know, maybe 10 years old or so, but it goes through growth spurts. It'll grow and then the leaves will fall off. There's new growth on it though. See the new growth there? I think that's the Hoya, and the Mama Hoya is upstairs. That is a lucky bamboo that I bought for about $1 or $2 at the farmer's market. They have some really tall ones too that are maybe $6, $7, $8. Maybe a little more than that. They have some that are like 6 feet tall that I want to get. And this is a hanging, what is that called? A ponytail palm, right? And it's really doing well. You can't really tell from here because it's hanging about 7 feet, maybe 7 feet high, 7.5 feet. So in this den / office, It's like a vaulted ceiling. So I had to get me a little ladder and get up there. But it's really going to grow. As you can see from a distance, it's going to get really thick. And I want to see the ponytail sort of grow down and just come down here. See, it's already starting to come down. You know what I mean? That's going to be one of my favorites. I always say that I have favorites, but I really don't. Okay, so that's it for the den / office. And here in the dining area, there's the pothos. I had to show you my light from my favorite store, IKEA. And I like it because I can bend it different ways. And this was like $9.99. And I put it, certain parts of the day, I'll put it over here. Then other parts of the day, I'll turn it this way. See there? At night, I'll put it this way, and then I'll turn the top light off. Right now, I have it pointing over here. See what I mean? Let's get that good light, see? You need that good light, okay? I'm just gonna go real quick here. Okay, there we go. Skip the pillows that I threw on the floor there. That is a lucky bamboo. I turn it every couple of days. There's Inez. Now you can see Inez. So you see, she's about 20-something years old. And, you know, there's new growth. I put this in water. It took root, and I put it back in the same pot. But it came from Inez. So did this one. Okay, as you can see, she's at least 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, and just really, you know, I guess if I had a favorite, maybe she would be. And Inez is named after my dearly departed mom of a number of decades, actually, she's been. And this is a spider plant. And the spider plant has new growth. Okay, new growth. I'm gonna pick up the pace. This is in the succulent family. I don't know the name of it, but it's in the succulent family. It's doing really well. This is a variety of pothos in water in a fish bowl. And as you can see, it's been in there a while because there's algae. And I give it fresh water about maybe once a month or so. But I keep it when the water evaporates. I add more. It's at the very top now. And this is another Madagascar. This is not from Inez. This part is, as you can see. But this one I've had about 5-6 years. It's a variegated Madagascar. I don't know, I forgot the technical name of it. But it's like a tree, you know. It's like a tree. Inez is like a tree. Like a tree. This is Dieffenbachia. It's doing well. They get really tall and beautiful. Got to introduce you guys to Wilson. Wilson has been around for about 20 years. Oh, Wilson. He's just chilling. Another light from IKEA. That was about, I think, well, actually, it was a little cheaper than $9.99. There's a croton. Like, it's kind of like a coleus. Likes a lot of light, bright sun. This plant here, it's actually an outdoor plant, and it really grows really like a vine. I know the light green is called the potato vine or something like that. I forget what the deep burgundy leaves are called, but I bring it in at night, and when the sun is out, if the sun comes out, I put it out on the patio because you know, it's really an outdoor plant, but it grows and it can be the backdrop. I want this plant to be the backdrop of the plants that are on my balcony / deck next spring and summer. This is Areca palm. Here's another offspring of Inez. My picture is grainy, I don't know why. And let's go upstairs real quick. And here's a view from above. A view, rather, from the stairwell. Okay, this is one of my peace lilies. This is with the large leaves. As you can see, it's a bloom. That bloom is about a week old, a couple of weeks old, but it's really big and beautiful, as you can see. This plant, a friend of mine gave me this plant, a piece of her plant which was dying. This is plant Syngonium. It's doing fairly well. It wasn't all water, but it's starting to grow, so I put it in a pot. And you know, my aloe vera, it broke off, but it's growing back now, so it's got new growth. See, and this plant, I'm not sure what it is, but it's been around for a while. And it grows like really fast. This is actually new growth. The top right there. Anyone know the name of it? This is one of my favorite plants, the coleus. And actually the coleus that's in the seashell came from this one. I just cut it, and they grow really fast. They like a lot of light. The more sun that the plant is in, the darker, richer the leaves get. You know, because it started out all green. If it doesn't get very much light, it'll be that light green color, but the more sun you get, the darker the leaves get. And it drinks water like a fish. It needs plenty of water. This is another peace lily. And believe it or not, I have 6 blooms. I've never had 6 blooms at the same time. 6 blooms. Really incredible. See, there's 4 that you can see there. There's the 5th one, which is just blooming, and that's the 6th one there at the bottom there. See? Really doing well. This is a new plant, but it's about 3 weeks old. New growth already. It likes this spot. I don't know the name of it, but the bottom side of the leaves is purple. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's a beautiful plant. If you know the name, let me know. This is another spider plant. It's doing pretty well. I just moved it to this corner, and it seems to like the corner better. This is the Mama Hoya. I have a couple of offspring. I'm rooting in water, and this is where they came from. There's another of the offspring there. This is a pothos, of course, deep rooted in water. And I had this on my desk downstairs for a while. It's been upstairs for maybe a month or so. And it seems to be doing fairly well, but it will be better. That ends our tour.